Yeah. 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 Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Brooka. Hey, Michelle. Been tired. Didn't sleep. Didn't sleep well. Hey, Ozzy. Thanks, David. Yeah, it's like you think, well, hey, means you'll sleep well tonight. No, that is never how it works for me. Hi, Shelly. Actual drug testing bed. I've been sleeping well for over a week now. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been sleeping well for most of my adult life, frankly. Haven't slept 12 years. It's a normal thing. Yeah. It's not supposed to be a normal thing. Nightmares. Yeah, luckily I don't get nightmares. That's never been a thing for me. Or at least if I do get them, I never or never remember them. If I do get nightmares, I never remember them. But I don't think I ever get nightmares. Mine are on and often pretty horrible. Yeah, I never remember my dreams. Like some nights I know I do dream. Some nights I'm not even sure if I do. Like there are some nights I'm not even sure if I had any dreams at all. What are we eating for dinner tonight? Rice as usual. What's new at the zoo? What's new at the zoo? I think they're going to try to bring in a mate for your mom. I'm sorry, Shelly. That was stupid. That wasn't even a good one for how rude that was. Just took Buttercup's job. Yep. Hey, victim. Great going bald. Eh. Hey, heck. I don't want to shave my head though. Fucked up sense of humor. That's good. That's good. Keep up with it. I mean, the problem is, I want to cling to my delusions as long as possible. You know, sign up for dating six again. Meh. Why? Like, why bother with dating sites? As yeah, it's whatever. Like my flowing mane, thanks. I look scruffy. I usually do look scruffy, yes. I am something of a scruffy nerf herder. Trust my woman here, exactly. Or scruffy looking nerf herder, I think. It's a Star Wars reference. Nerf herder. Scruffy looking nerf herder. It's what Leia call it's. Leia tells Han that he looks like that he's a scruffy looking nerf herder. He's like, hey, who are you calling scruffy looking? Because he's ever so funny. I guess we don't have a lot of Star Wars fans in the chat right now, I guess. Can't look anything but wonderful in my no face shirt. Yeah, my Spirited Away t-shirt. Yep. The person on the planet who likes Jar Jar. I'm not the only person. There are other people who did. One thing with Jar Jar is I think like over time, I think a lot of people sort of mellowed on him. There were actually plenty of kids who liked him right from the go, right from the start. A lot of kids always loved Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, strawberries. I mean, I don't do weed either. And I think he's a Sith Lord disguise. That did become a meme for a while, yeah. Is it? I was unaware. But no, I feel like a lot of people have sort of mellowed on Jar Jar in part because of the level of hate that the actor received. I did see that the Michael Jackson biopic has been getting terrible reviews. Yeah, I can't particularly say that I care one way or the other. But I'm asking that, so I've done my part. Yeah, for Earth Day, are we supposed to actually do something for Earth Day? I mean, like, I spent the whole day in bed. Doesn't that count for something? That's it for an hour. Like I said, I was in bed all day. So my lights were out all day. I mean, like, I could turn my lights off now if you all think that I should. It's up to you guys if I should turn my lights off. Once it was born out of Australia. Neat. You say no? It's good because I don't really want to turn my lights off. I don't really want to sit here in the dark. Do I ever go on walks? Hi, nostalgia. No. I mean, like, I walk to the grocery store every Saturday. But other than that, no. Yeah. Yeah, I walk to the bathroom. That's about the most I do. In Bella Dillon, yep. I mean, I went to bed at like 9 a.m. Hi, Tiny Fairy. Cool. No, no, I said I went to bed at like 9 in the morning. I even walked to based on the laundry, which I'll need to do tonight. Actually, really sick using this stupid tablet. I'll need to do my laundry tonight. In fact. Yeah, I probably should trim the beard. Should trim it a little bit. Getting about that time. Your beard is in check. Look like a caveman or some deep forest hunter guy. Hey, funny pause. Where's the weed? I don't know. I've never been interested in weed, so caveman or deep forest hunter guy. I don't know. I'm kind of weirdly okay with that. Do I need to mellow out more? Probably. Could I be any more mellow? I don't know. That depends. Are they calling me? Hey, Heather. No, I don't. I don't do any drugs. Are they calling me mellow yellow? Right? Or yet? Are they calling me mellow yellow yet? I look like Danny DeVito. I'm not totally sure whether I should say thank you to that or not. Like, I don't know. I feel like there are worse people to look like. Is that dog in my shirt? No. It's Spirited Away. No Face, Chihiro. She's got Chihiro's got the baby who was turned into a mouse or hamster. Baby who was giant baby turned into a little hamster. I forget if the baby actually had a name. Baby's name was Buck. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm watching it. Great movie. Your friend sells My Little Pony toys on eBay. Cool, cool. They make good money off it, or a couple dollars per toy. I mean, could be worse, I suppose. eBay fees keep going up. Bleh. Yeah, that sucks. Damn capitalism ruining everything. Including, somehow, capitalism. 3D printers getting cheaper. Yeah, I feel like I probably still don't need a 3D printer. You want one and a Cricut? Like 3D. Any fun plans for the summer? No? 3D printers seem really cool and fun. I just feel like I probably wouldn't get much use out of one. Water skiing, base jumping, and parkour. Also, hello, Heather. And Hack. I mean, I'll talk about politics if I feel like talking about politics. For example, fuck capitalism. Make Mass Effect figurines to practice painting them. Yeah, sadly, that's probably not going to happen. MLPs, etc. And two, what? Cute little X-Men figures. My knowledge of Mass Effect. I was obsessed with it back in the day. Like, I was wildly obsessed with that franchise back in the day. Is that Texas Roadhouse today? Great steak from Lady. Steak, nice. Do you like a good steak? Your day sucked? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think there were a couple of questions I got wrong in those Mass Effect quizzes, but yeah, I was very much obsessed with it. And that never really went away. Only at 10:30 a.m. So we'll see how mine goes. Like, I don't have a dog now. Um, like after Mass Effect 3 came out, I beat it a couple times. Um, and then wasn't really able to play after that. I mean, yeah, that was the end of the trilogy, so there wasn't much more to do with it after that. But still thought about it quite a bit. Katie Marie. Who's Katie Marie? I was going to say he got 9 out of 10. Did I say 9.5 because he got Carrie's first name right? I mean, fair enough, I suppose. I'm blanking on her last name again. Hi, Killface. Bye, Killface. Carrie. Shit, why can I never remember her name? I used to be able to remember her name. Moss, yeah. Carrie Moss, yeah. Or is it Carrie Moss? Probably is. What? She was in the Matrix movies. She also played Carrie Ann Moss. Yes, Carrie Ann Moss. Carrie Moss sounded wrong. Yeah, Carrie Ann Moss. She voiced Arya in Mass Effect 2 and 3. Arya T'Loak. Arya Taluk, who may or may not have been an old friend of Rex before he was hired to kill her. Anywho, I was watching a video earlier, laying in bed, unable to sleep, browsing YouTube. Watched videos like quiz on 2000s music. Man, I was bad at it. I do not know a lot about 80s music or 2000s music. Score. I didn't keep score, but bad. Plenty of time, I didn't even know. Like, I'd never even there were artists' names that I'd never even heard of. Because I just never paid any attention to music in that decade. Or more accurately, I didn't pay attention to music that was popular in that decade. It's your porn phase? Yeah. Like, I did get a few of them right. For example, I knew that Fergie had previously been a member of Black Eyed Peas. Um, yeah. There were a couple Killers songs mentioned, a couple songs by the Killers mentioned. I knew those songs, obviously. Somebody told me in Mr. Brightside. I knew Britney Spears existed. What else? I recognized what Nickelback looked like. So I'm like, who is this Canadian band? And I was like, yeah, it's fucking Nickelback. Of course I knew what Nickelback fucking looked like. There was like, no, I never liked Blink 182. It was one of those like, it was like an Avril Lavigne question that I got right. Yeah, very just like I said, just a very small number that I did actually either know or could guess. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah was one of the answers. I got that one, obviously. Yeah, let me think. So 2000, I think it's Offspring. Not really. Come Out and Play is an absolute banger. You know, that one's a classic banger. But other than that, they're not really my thing. Getting back into Evanescence and Linkin Park. Now that Emily Armstrong rocks the mic. Yeah, I was never into either of them. Yeah, so 2000, I was still listening to like Metallica, Megadeth, Black Sabbath by 2000. But no, I might have been listening to more. Yeah, it might have been. I might have been making the shift into more goth stuff. Maybe, maybe not. Madison came running in here telling me they're playing Festival of the Lakes this year. You could say she was hyped. Yeah. Glad she's excited. Yeah, I was transitioning into like more goth stuff in the by 2000. And then over the course of the 2000s, I gradually moved more and more towards indie, indie rock, maybe some indie folk, that sort of thing. Nope, no, still don't listen to Killing Heidi. I did listen to Courtney Barnett's new album last night. My review of that will go up May 14th. reminds me. Play Superman, Supergirl. Yeah, hopefully I'll remember one of these days. Ella Fitzgerald. Isn't Ella Fitzgerald like count on being able to play Bliss Up, of course, without having to log in or sign up? I did not. All right. That did work. I don't know what might have happened before. I don't know why it didn't work before. Not sure when I'll actually get around to watching it. I do still need to watch My Melody Kuromi first. Plus, I think I'm going to have some more My Little Pony Equestria Girls stuff soon. Don't need to watch. No, should I react to that one? Yeah, watch my class one, yeah. Got 5 more Equestria Girls specials to watch. Plus, I'm still making my way through. Got 3 more episodes of the Max to watch, so I'll have to do that in like one lump. 3 episodes in one episode. So got a little bit more Cyberpunk 2070, Cyberpunk Edge Runners to finish. Still making my way through 2000s cartoon intros. I'm sorry, Max. It is very good. Very weird. And like gets weirder as it goes along. Sounds like my kind of deal. But phenomenal art. Sam Keith was just an incredible artist. One thing I did find really interesting about the Max, almost nobody on that show, like almost none of the voice actors on that show, went on to really do anything in particular. Mr. Gun's stomach hair makes me uncomfortable. Fair. Like the guy who voices the main character, Michael Haley. He did a couple of cameos in the 70s. He had a like he was an extra in King Kong in 1976 and in Grease in 1978. Then no more voice credits or no more acting credits until 1995 when he did The Max, and 96 he did Diablo, and then nothing else until 2022 when he did an episode of the podcast It Listens from the Radio. You know, like that's his acting career. You know, it's genuinely wild that is the guy's acting career. An extra in 2 films in the 1970s, then nothing until 95 when he did one cartoon and a movie and a video game in 96, and then nothing until an episode of a podcast in 20. Like that's wild. Professional extra without speaking lines. He'd still, I'm pretty sure that he'd still get like listed on IMDb. Julie. Um, she's voiced by Glynis Talkin, who had a slightly longer career. A slightly more notable career, but not that much. Star Wars Dark Empire 1 and 2. And then The Max. Jumpstart First Grade. Hydrate, yep. You didn't get credit or anything, and she has an extra in plenty of things. Yeah, well, maybe then. She also voiced character in Diablo. StarCraft Brood War, StarCraft 64, and then Diablo 2, and then nothing until Savage XR. But apparently also a novelist. Wait, what the fuck? Channing Tatum wants to do a movie, wants to do the Max movie? Huh. Tony Fusil, who's actually an animator, works in art departments, did some voices on that. Amy Danless. Oh, actually, no. She's maybe nothing big, but really she was in Sweet Valley High, actually. And then a handful of random credits here and there. And then Mr. Gone was voiced by Barry Stigler, who did actually have a pretty long career. Animated Stranger Things? No idea. Yeah, apparently Channing Tatum wants to do a live action version of the Max. Which is funny. I mean, like, I can't say that I hope that happens, I'm not sure if the Max needs to be a live action. I do kind of appreciate Channing Tatum like going for that. Yeah, it's a hell of a comic. So yeah, I'll give him credit for like oh man, I love the Max. I'll give him credit for that one. It's a classic, but sort of a cult classic. I do appreciate Channing Tatum does actually seem to have like some does actually seem to actually be kind of a geek. And he seems like a nice dude. Yeah, he seems like a good dude who wants to do fun shit. Like like he wants to do fun projects. And he does, work to get projects made even if he seldom seems to have much luck getting them made, considering how long he fought for the Gambit as well. Like he would have made a terrible Gambit. But I am still disappointed that he didn't get his Gambit movie made. It wouldn't have been a good movie. He would have been a terrible Gambit. The movie itself would have been bad, but he fought so hard for it. I am disappointed on his behalf that it didn't happen. But well. And I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. I just like watching him dance and take his shirt off occasionally. I mean, that is what he's best at, I feel like. A lot of actors have specialties. It's common for actors to have things they specialize in. And, that is his strongest point as an actor is dancing and taking his shirt off. He'll be anchored to Mike forever, typecast. I don't know. Does he even really still get work? I mean, like, yeah, yes, he does, but I feel like no, actually he did a Magic Mike film just in 2023, so I feel like he's sort of, you know, he still gets work, but I feel like it's rare for them to be particularly notable roles anymore, notable movies. Yeah, like Roof Man. I guess I'm only picturing him. Yep. Yeah, he did Roof Man back in 2025. Moved with a box office of just under $35 million. $2024, he did Blink Twice, movie that made under $50 million. Both those movies had small budgets, so like it's yeah, yeah. Roofman made 34 million dollars on a budget of 19 million, so it was actually successful and apparently good critical reviews. Yeah, it does feel like Channing Tatum's become one of those actors who's just kind of around. You know, Magic Mike made him like did make him a genuine star. He was a legitimate star for a while. It does feel like he's no longer really a star though. That said, he does also like he is also a producer. So like the other guy more. Anyway, he's not someone I've ever had strong feelings about. I don't think I've ever seen any of his movies. Never watched Magic Mike, never watched 21 Jump Street, never watched any of his movies. Shit, I haven't even watched fucking Deadpool and Wolverine. He also apparently voiced Superman in the Lego Batman movies, which I haven't watched. I haven't watched any of the Lego movies. Or played any of the Lego video games. Saw the other guy in a Twisted Twins movie. Man, I've had nothing to do with Lego since I was a kid. I didn't really play with it that much even when I was a kid. Though I will confess, I definitely would not mind having the Lego USS Enterprise D. That's a Lego set that I would probably actually enjoy putting together. Probably. Really bought me something yesterday? Huh. Just making that P.O. Box now. Yeah, yeah. You, Catherine, and Unc all have things that you want to send me. Lily. Not really. I had a few Lego sets. Never guess a million years. Is it a sex doll? Is it a fleshlight based on a lightsaber? Yeah, I mean, I had a handful of Lego kits as a kid, but wasn't that big into them. I think there was like a pirate kit, pirate ship maybe. Yeah, I think there was like a pirate ship one. It's neat, but I can't find a box big enough. I don't even remember what else. Maybe a hospital one or police department. I think there was a police department one maybe. I mean, yeah, like I said, like a pirate ship, I think. No memory. What else? Pumpkin Vegemite. Unk's the one who actually wants to try the Vegemite. I do not. So send any Vegemite her way. Thinly spread on a piece of buttered toast. You're salty. But yes, I'm picky. I'm finicky. I don't like eating foods I'm not familiar with. So I'm awful. I know. No acquired taste unless you grew up with it. Makes sense. Bromite and Marmite, and I've never had either. You had rice to get tonight? Aw, thanks, Uncle Buck. That's what Madison made. Still counts. It's just easy. Like many Australians, yes. Pretty sure it is called Australian slutty. We are. Yeah, you made the comment about it's just easy, and I said, like many Australians. Can't you the drinks this much? You know, every country thinks they drink a lot. I don't know why, but every country. Yeah, yeah, just you two, yeah. Every country takes a weird pride in how much they drink. For the record, Romania is number one, followed by Georgia, Czech Republic, Latvia, Germany, Uganda, Austria, Seychelles, Bulgaria, and then Lithuania rounds out the top 10. Ireland is only number 11. UK is 22. But I mean, that's going to be England and Scotland. Australia is 32. Canada 34. US 37. Doesn't really surprise. Romania. Yeah, Romania, they drink on average, and I should say this is as of 2019. This is as of 2019. So it's possible things have changed since then. But as of 2019, they were drinking roughly 17 liters of alcohol per person. Australia was 10.1, Canada was 9.9, US 9.6. It was strong. Alcohol is ridiculously expensive. So, yeah. France, for the record, is 17th with 11.3. Russia is 27th with 10.4. I was sorry, before legalized weed. No, it's been, well, as of 1996, it was 8.9. As of 2016, it was 9.8. And as of 2019, it's 9.6. A pack of smokes is nearly $40. So it seems to have held steady. That said, you know, last information we have is from 2019. Yeah, about 7 years ago. So in any event, I do always find it funny that like every single country out there, aside from the ones where alcohol is not allowed, but otherwise, like every country is like, oh, we drink so much. I don't know why, but every country wants to have alcoholic as one of their national stereotypes. It's such a weird thing for for countries to like be proud of. I'm proud to be an alcoholic isn't a flex, right? It's just so damn weird. I don't get it. On the other hand, I've never really been much of a drinker either, so maybe that's why it's such a weird thing to me. And I must confess, there is still a part of me that's like, well, at least we drink more than the US. Better than the US at X is basically a huge part of Canadian identity. Aunt was the only happy drinker I've ever known, and she quit drinking years ago. It is often funny looking at like you know how countries are ranked in different categories. Couldn't see me drunk. Yeah, you won't see me drunk. Like whenever you're looking at like countries ranked by education, countries ranked by life expectancies, countries ranked by this, countries ranked by that. Canada's always like 3 or 4 ranks ahead of the US, And we take so fucking much pride in that. We'll be like 31st, we'll be 31st, US is 33rd. And we'll be like, yeah, we beat US. Y'all are better at hockey. Except the Stanley Cup hasn't been back to Canada in forever. I mean, that's because the U.S. has the money to buy, to pay for the best players. U.S. teams have better players, better coaches, better training facilities, better everything because they've got the money for it. But then, Canada still sends more players to the NHL than any other country, but I don't know if Canucks and Wayne Gretzky. A bunch of Canadians. Yeah, a lot of Canadians on American teams. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's still more Canadians in the NHL than there are any other individual country. Yeah, I mean, as far as the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, Vancouver Canucks, Toronto Maple Leafs, but you can be forgiven for forgetting about them. And yeah, a lot of Canadians no longer claim Wayne Gretzky. Ottawa Senators, Edmonton Oilers. Watch a little ice hockey. Like a lot more of the American sport. I mean, what I think hockey is better than a lot of sports? Name another sport where punching a dude is a penalty. Like any other sport. Baseball, basketball, football, any other sport. You start throwing hands, you're ejected. It's rough. Slamming into boards is fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very physical sport. It's a very it's a very physical sport. Even fucking rugby. Rugby is a rough ass sport. But if you punch someone, you're probably getting ejected from the game. Hockey? Take 5. Yeah, when I was at my mom's the other day, hockey game was on. Um, Canadians versus Tampa Bay Lightning, and at one point, one of the Tampa Bay players got absolutely fucking rocked, just nailed. They were going behind. Puck was behind the net, so he was going for the puck. There was a Canadians player going for the puck from one side, and then another Canadians player coming from behind. So he got slammed from both sides. One guy hit him in the front, another guy hit him in the back, and he literally passed out. He was literally knocked unconscious for a second. Like he was taken like he was led off the ice. No real ice in Tampa. Remote drive their shit boxes off a cliff. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, like he had to be escorted off the ice just because like they had to check if he had a concussion. Like I don't know if he came back or not. No idea if he ended up coming back later, but like at the very least, there was the possibility of a concussion just from just like wha-bam, both sides hitting him. And like they were showing the replay, and like he was just laying there like that. Hockey is fucking hard. It's just the game. Yeah, it's one of the Habs players in particular was clearly wanted to hurt the guy. Like one of the Canadians was just hit him and grab the puck. The other Habs player was like, "Oh, I'm hitting this guy. I'm hurting. I'm putting a hurt on him." So like, it was very much I'm hitting this guy hard. But been one a hockey game? Not in a long time, but yeah, I went to a few hockey games as a kid. But like I said, it's just that's the game. You you don't want to fuck the guy up in a way that'll get you in trouble, but you do kind of want to fuck the guys up. It's hardcore. I feel like the only sport that is like legitimately more hardcore than hockey is probably rugby. And again, even that one does not have fight. And yeah, I'm gonna get going. I will presumably be here tomorrow. So, good night, Buck and Shelly. Good night to you two, the only people watching me right now.